It's so amazing to be in front of y'all right now, and I just want to say, like, I appreciate all of you guys and for caring about your life, whether you're here by choice or not. You guys are in an amazing position for growth and anything else you can imagine. I want to start this off by saying, I can't find it, but basically, the only reason I feel like I'm up here is the woman on my hoodie right here, the first alcoholic I ever known, introduced me to alcoholism. This is my grandmother. She raised me. She died on my birthday 5 years ago, and she's still with me. And today I have for you guys a PowerPoint that I made when I got invited to the alumni. I wasn't just going to tell my story. Everybody pretty much told my story. I robbed, I stole, I manipulated, I lied, I did whatever I had to do to get high. You know, I was on fentanyl, nasal user, many nosebleeds. I was at a job interview one time and got a nosebleed in front of the guy that was hiring me, didn't get the job. But in this PowerPoint that I made is in no way, shape, or form saying that anything that I'm saying is better than anything you've been taught. This is just what works and is keeping me sane. This has changed my entire family tree, this knowledge, and I just can't wait to share with you guys. As above, so below, without, as the universe, so the soul. This is the first introduction to a 3-part volume series called A Real Human. Basically what I mean by a real human is, you're in tune with your soul. Most of us aren't. First and foremost, we all need to make sure we are asking questions, not just about this, but in life in general. Don't just be okay with being told something and believing it. Research it, figure out why everything is why it is, in my opinion. That's what I do. Coping mechanisms. Coping mechanisms. There are many different forms of what we call coping mechanisms or outlets of escaping a thought pattern. All a coping mechanism consists of different grasps of emotions or thought patterns to override the current program that we are running on. Hyper-supersonic computer. After much thought and studying, I have adopted the belief that our brains are in fact a hyper-supersonic computer. Our self never actually experiences this life, but through a virtual reality-like lens, which is our brain. Real human. 4/25/23 is the day I was in your chairs that you're seated in right now. For the most part, I was vibrating on the same vibration you are all vibrating in now. As I laid in cabin 14, I looked up at the ceiling after numerous visits to church and numerous groups. I said to myself, I'm done playing and I'm going to grab the wheel. I got up, went to the bathroom, and repeated the lines, I'm in control, and I looked in my eyes, and I really made every cell in my body feel that. And ever since that day, I have not been the same person. It wasn't like that, but, well, it was like that, but it happened over time to make me as strong as I am right now. I believe that day, I changed my reality. The double slit experiment. In the year 1804, the great scientist Thomas Young did an outstanding experiment. Young's original double slit of experiments were the very first to demonstrate the phenomenon of interface. When he shone light through 2 narrow slits and observed the pattern created on distant screen, Young didn't find 2 bright regions corresponding to slits. He didn't see the light. But instead he saw bright and dark fringes. He explained this unexpected observation by proposing that light is a wave, in opposition to Newton's idea that light is made of particles. These experiments and their subsequent explanation culminated in the classical laws of radiation enveloped by James Clerk Maxwell's famous equations. Basically what this means is, a scientist did an experiment, and he put light through 2 two pillars so it could go to the other side. And what he did was he stopped observing it. And he noticed that the molecules reacted differently if they were being viewed or not being viewed, which was freaking profound to me, because that means that to me, that means that this is not actual reality, okay? That's the guy. What my motive is telling you these things is that electrons vibrate at different rates when they're observed and when they aren't, implying nothing you see actually exists until your senses give it life. A comparable relation to us would be like Grand Theft Auto, when you are loading in yet undeveloped area of the map and you can see the open space. It's the same principle, but ours is a little bit more convincing. Virtual reality. The fundamental tenet of materialism itself is proven false. Because all of science is built on itself, this would in fact mean the physics building blocks would be deemed false and need to be revived. The 2022 Nobel Prize in Physics recognizes working on measuring and controlling quantum entanglement shown conceptually as a link between two quantum particles. All laws via space and time need to be revived because this is physics' main building blocks. There is no biology without physics. Basically, scientists made some studies in the past and they were found out to be false. Which I don't know if y'all get how crazy it is, not crazy, but how profound it is that the laws of time and space are not fact. Real human. My entire reason for showing these facts of science is to help you wrap your mind around that you are in control of your reality. By going within and reprogramming your computer through an oath and commitment to your higher self and numerous acts of will, it is fully possible to perform a manual reprogramming to your totally capable functioning computer brain. Mentalism. Before I start this, I have listed a bunch of the 7 Hermetic principles. I studied these in a book called The Kabbalion, and it took me 2 weeks to wrap my head around it. It might take you guys longer, because it is complex. But once I started practicing these laws and living by them, same as in correlation to the steps, is one and the same, just different words.